What's up, fam? It's the Coach Mike Faber, Daily Conversation. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between quitting and going closer towards your goal or dream or mountaintop. Before we get started, wherever you are on your journey, flat on the mat, stand on the mountaintop, climbing that ladder, or just getting back to your feet, welcome home. All right, this is for my man Jay. We talked about this earlier in the week, and I said I would do something about it on this Daily Conversation. So this is for you, brother, and anybody else that this helps. Right, but whatever it is, business, right, relationship, whatever kind of relationship, whatever kind of business, work, jobs, profession, right, interests, whatever it is, we all have a mountaintop, or at least we should when we have a goal, right? We have this main big dream, and this is my objective to get to. And I know there's going to be different vessels that helps me get there. Some will be ladders, some will be guides, some will be better shoes, whatever it is, whatever terminology or analogy you want me to use for it. Just because where you're trying to get to, this has run dry, this has ended, or this has gotten as high as it can for you to get to that mountaintop, and then you going to that next thing, that's not quitting. Now, if I say you're going to set the best restaurant ever, and you open a restaurant, you go to do that. Now, making that your best ever, that's there. But if your goal is this mountaintop of a thing of being the greatest chef ever, and you work at this one restaurant, or being the best manager ever, or being the best lawyer ever, or being the best coach ever, or the best teacher ever, and you have gotten to as high as you can get to where you are, or they lifted you, or built you, or checked you to keep you up, like we talk about, as far and as high as they can, it's not quitting knowing that it's time to move on. That's not quitting. Quitting is saying, I have this ultimate goal, and then I just stop doing it. I'm not going to work towards that anymore. That's quitting. Even goals change. So there's a big difference, and I don't want people to think, because I always say, don't quit, keep going, don't quit, keep going. I don't want people to think, that means I can't stop this, because that would be quitting, and then what am I? No. I also know every vessel runs its course, and at some point the course ends, and it's time to move to the next one. It's time to grow in the next area. It's time to lift your game up, or get around people that can lift you up, build you up, or check you to keep you up higher. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a bad thing, right? Like, some people get really upset. We did one of these about relationships, and at the end of a friendship where you're not as close as you used to be, or a relationship where it's at the end, everybody's sad because we're thinking of the ending. We're not thinking of how it built us, what it made us. I have a lot of people I was very close to at times. I might not be as close to now. I'm not like, that jerk, nor should we be. Unless they did something to really hurt you. But other than that, it's even then, they built you to a point. They lifted you to a point, or they checked you to a point. And we have to be thankful for that point, that vessel ran its ride. That's course. And now we move on to that next phase to get us closer to that mountaintop that we seek. So there's a big difference between quitting and a vessel running its course. Know that. Always check your vessel and see your mountaintop. And if it's not getting you closer to it, time to reevaluate. Either, how can this vessel now lift me further? What do I have to do? And what do they have to do? How do we can adjust to grow together? Or is it time to get on another vessel and get closer to my ultimate goal and dream? Right? There's a big difference in quitting and doing that. Remember, always keep people around you that check you. All right? Check you to keep you up, lift you, or build you up. All right? The Coach Mike Faber Daily Conversation. Unleash you. Peace, love, and happiness. Peace. We out.